Hey folks, this is Riker. Uh, Wait, I'm not Riker, but who we have on screen is Riker, who has recently made a video on Diablo anniversary events. Now, if anyone who has played Diablo ever in their life is a veteran Diablo player, they probably know who Riker is. And on every Saturday, he comes out with gaming news video, right, about the latest updates. And in this video, he talks about the anniversary events that are being held in Diablo 4 and also in Diablo Immortal. And he has a question for all of you Diablo Immortal players, which we are going to cover in this particular video. Now, keep in mind, a few days ago only, DM, Dark Microtransaction, also made an appearance in the Diablo Immortal community where he has something to say about Diablo Immortal as well. It's a pretty long video. It's like a mini podcast, but I'll play only a few second clip from that particular podcast because I think it's very relevant for this particular video. Now, keep in mind, when Riker made this video, he probably only saw this post about the anniversary event for both Diablo Immortal and D4, where he saw that there are a lot of things for Diablo Immortal, right? But I just wanted to say right off the bat that this is not the only thing. There is actually a bigger update that's coming for the anniversary in the coming weeks, right? So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. And now let's look at the Riker video and what he has to say. And since we are checking out a Riker video, I thought why not wear a cap? Obviously makes sense, right? So yeah, here we go. So
expectations of it being something more. Then, of course, you look at Diablo Immortal, which is celebrating their 3rd year anniversary. They get a month-long celebration event.
Month-long?
They got gameplay content, multiple mini-events within it. There's, like, bosses to fight. There's
boss fights, definitely. There are new boss fights in the game.
Cosmetics and loot to earn. One of the mini events involves 3 limited time bosses to face. Another is a limited time crafting event that allows you to reforge 3 of one item into a more powerful version of that item. Plus there's a bunch of returning events during this period. And participating in all these different events earns you points for the entire anniversary celebration. And I'd actually like to ask any Immortal players, what do you think of these events? So I don't really understand the game systems in Immortal right now. I played it at launch, but it was a long time ago, and there's a lot of new stuff in the game that I don't really understand it. So I read all these things, I read everything that the event is bringing, and it feels like a lot. As an outsider, right, this looks like a lot of stuff, but is it really? And is it stuff that you guys enjoy? Because, for example, Diablo 4 events in the past, players would often complain about what they would make us do to earn whatever cosmetics. So I'm wondering, do Immortal players enjoy these events?
Do Immortal players enjoy these events? It looks like he definitely went through all the, the patch notes, and he knows everything it was there in the patch notes. Speaking about the new Reforge event, right? So there's new Reforge event as well. There's new boss fights as well in the game. So definitely he has gone through, and as an outsider, it can look like a lot. So are Diablo Immortal players happy? So I'll try to answer this in the most objective way possible. Actually, if you see, there are 2 types of Diablo Immortal players. Some are very casual and some are very hardcore. Now, there are a lot of new cosmetics, free cosmetics. Even there's a butcher cosmetics for basically a familiar, which actually picks up all your loot. So that is very nice, and a lot of people are very excited about it, right? And now, like Riker said, there are new boss fights. Honestly, these boss fights are nothing but loot pinatas. You just finish them, you just defeat them, and you get some loot. That is very nice again, right? And there are a lot other, anniversary events, returning events, new announcement of new gem that is coming, right? So all this is very good for the casual player, for most of the players. But the most exciting thing that everyone is waiting for this anniversary event, right? It is basically that's coming in future, and that's the 4.0 major update. Now in Diablo Immortal, the major update and anniversary goes hand in hand. It happens at the same time. This is we call that anniversary update, right? This is the main update that everyone is waiting for. The loot, the skin, and everything is fine. It's very it's good, but this is the main thing that everyone is waiting for. And each year in Diablo Immortal, every year we get a brand new class. Exactly. So this 4.0 major update is coming along. It is not announced. The new class announcement has not been made yet. It is all speculation. But yes, everyone is expecting the new class to come in the major update or very soon after the update, because the celebration goes on for the entire month, and there is going to be a lot more things which we don't know about. There's going to be new gems, new systems. We have no idea. The patch notes have not dropped. I am a Diablo partner. Even I also don't have any internal news. So a lot of hardcore players are waiting for the update that's coming on 19th June, right? So it's not very far away. Definitely comparing to Diablo 4, yes, events and all the things that happening in Diablo Immortal is definitely much more. There's new class. It now has, with the launch of the new class, there will be 9 classes, and you can easily class change between different classes, right? So definitely content wise, I feel Diablo Immortal has a lot more, and especially with the systems have changed since the launch. Now getting the gems and resonance, now it is much more easier, right? So anyway, that is the first thing that I wanted to highlight in this video. What are your thoughts on the update that is already out and the upcoming 4.0 major update? What are you hoping for? What is your wish list? So you can let me know down in the comments below. Maybe if Riker sees this, he can also read it in the comments below, right? And now, guys, probably you have all seen it, right? DM made an appearance recently in the Diablo Immortal community. He made a short podcast with Echo, and where he basically compares Diablo 4 with Diablo Immortal. Now keep in mind, when DM was in Diablo Immortal, he was the top creator. When DM went to D4, he is the top creator of Diablo 4, one of the top, right? So definitely he knows what he's talking about. He is not making a wild guess based on public opinions. He himself has played both the games, and he has a review. He has compared the both games, and I just wanted to play a few seconds of this clip, which I think a lot of Diablo Immortal players will definitely love to hear. So here is what he has to say.
Say though, like after now we're like I'm saying going into season 9 or something, like I've come to the conclusion, this is funny enough, but like, okay, minus the resonance and like the pay to win system at Immortal's literally the better game. Like between Diablo 4 and Immortal, like Immortal is actually probably a more fun and better designed game and has more in it to actually do than Diablo 4, but has the resonance and like pay to win and stuff like that we've already talked about for years, which is a bummer. But like if you remove that side out of it, like Diablo 4 has less to do, in my opinion, and it comes out with updates slower and less quantity as well as quality. Like I was surprised how well Immortal continued to drop updates over the years. I kept somewhat of a tabs on it, you know.
Exactly. So basically he says Immortal has a lot more things to do. Minus the resonance and the pay to win system, Immortal actually has very good designs and systems. So definitely, if you are someone who is thinking about who wants to play a Diablo game, but Diablo 4 is, not scratching your itch, maybe you should try Diablo Immortal. A lot of people have recently said very good things about the game. I'm not saying it is free of all the problems. There are 9 classes, 8 classes, another one. So there is definitely some class imbalance. Most of the time there are like 4 or 5 classes which are balanced and 2 or 3 are left behind. I'm just being very honest and very objective. It's very difficult to get all the classes, equally. That does not happen. I think does not happen in any ARPG, right? So it's same thing with Diablo Immortal as well. Sometimes some classes goes up, then goes down, but you can always switch your class, right? And you will get everything switched to your class, your gears and everything, right? So that is even not a problem as well. So yeah, guys, this is what I wanted to cover in this particular video. So I usually watch Riker most of the time to get the gaming news, and I was pretty surprised, like he wanted to ask about the Diablo Immortal players, like how do they feel about the anniversary events. So yeah, a lot is happening around in Diablo Immortal. So make sure to like and subscribe this channel. There's going to be a lot more content for the anniversary event for the new class in this channel. So make sure you don't miss out on any of the latest events in the game. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.